All right. So we're gonna take Jolie, who's going to be our stand-in Bastila, and then let's take Mission. Right. Do you have any crystals on your lightsaber? Was that a bad move? Do I have Bastil's lightsaber? Wow, they gave me Bastil's lightsaber. That's so awkward. All right, so we need... I think the only thing I really don't like about some of these buffs is they're only single target they're only self-cast. Alright. I haven't played it yet because I'm busy checking out this co-op farming game where you can play as an animal. Whoa, buddy. What game is this that you're talking about? I think I have an advanced neural thing. Oh, maybe I don't.
What? I'm here.
What? All right. What up, fellow Sith Lords? Shoutouts to the Sith Lords in the club. A word, if I may, it concerns the Dark Lord of the Sith. Garden Paws. Is it cool? Who are you? My name is Ziagrom. I am a businessman, and my partners deal in rare and items of extraordinary value and power. But wait, so it's a farming game? You're with the exchange. No, we are not. We are an independent operator. Though often our transaction involves those who represent the exchange. Wanda Kubis. With a shop, keeping, and crafting. Wait, but you play as animals. Are you an animal that farms? Is that what you're saying? Traditionally, we have always done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk Tavern King, but recently, Ahita Othar before him, Forixa, Haxa. Wait, you have no ties to the exchange, which is a problem. Even worse, you're a Jedi, not the sort of person we normally associate with. Is it like you play as animals, but you're a farmer as an animal? Is that what you mean? It's like Animal Crossing in that way? So why are you approaching me now? There are reports that Ebon Hawk traveling many different planets. Wanted to know what you were up to. At your last port, I placed a small tracking device on your ship. I placed a small tracking. Tracking device reported that you've been captured by the Leviathan. Once we had that information, we began digging up into our sources within the Sith fleet. Go on. Your escapades on the Leviathan created quite a stir in the Sith fleet. Of course, Malak tried to suppress the truth about your identity. There were more than a few summary executions. But even if security footage is destroyed and witnesses silenced, some bits of information always. So please spend enough credits together and the tiny pieces and the puzzle becomes clear. We know what happened on the Leviathan. At least we know enough. You are Darth Revan, and you were going to kill Malak for daring to claim dominion over the Sith. How does this involve you? My partner and I deal with very round-proof items, weapons, armors, things you could use in battle against Malak and the Sith. And you're just gonna give these items to me? I don't carry these items with me, of course. They're with my partner, but they're yours if you got the credits to buy them. We do want to make a profit on this after all. Just go to the cantina here in Dresde. There's a Rhodium named Mika Doran. Tell Mika that Zio Grom sent you to look at the premium items. I'll check it out. Like I said, just tell him. I guess my work is done. Goodbye, Revan. And once Malik is beaten, don't forget who helped you to victory. Okay. It plays a lot like Animal Crossing, come to think of it. Huh. It sounds like Animal Crossing. I mean, I guess there's more like shop stuff on top of it. Did I come here often, do they? There are many people come to Korriban throughout Sith space, hoping to join the Academy. Some of them are Jedi who left the Order. We'll get into the Academy for certain. I understand Jedi who have left the light side are very welcome. So I imagine. But enough of that. It's very nice to see that the Ebon Hawk has returned. I have not seen that ship in some time indeed. Since you're a regular and okay. Here's the 25 credits. Continue. Please be aware that the colony is under Sith jurisdiction. I advise you to stay out of their way. I'll be on my way. Okay. This game early access? I can't really look it up right now. Is it early access or what's the deal? How did you come upon this game?
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Watawa! We'll do anything to get into the Academy.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. A lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Shaldan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No.
Yeah, gene shift.
Do you honestly believe
guard and pause. No, guard and pause. Sorry.
Cowards. Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness...
Also, I think this is the last planet I've got left in this game. So, you know, we're almost done here, Ricky, with the first playthrough.
Are strong. No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the Academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You, Jedi, you're looking to get in the Academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive.
No curation on
Steam.
Steam.
Must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should
I get a lot of shovelware.
Well, if you can't think of anything cruel, you really shouldn't be out here, young man, should you?
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
Why are you asking me?
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you. Silence. Why not ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun. Come now. A decision, please.
Let them go. That's my decision. Perhaps just scare them a little.
You're as pathetic as they are, it looks like. I can't be bothered. Get out of here, all of you. The sight of you makes me sick to my stomach.
Not good first impressions. Wait, why'd I get dark side points? Damn it. Yeah, if you're me and you want to preserve your light side status, it's gonna be very challenging here. You know, I think my lightsabers are backwards. Yo, I love Bree.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Well, if you'd seen us before, we wouldn't be newcomers, would we?
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that,
I don't think there's any need for hostilities.
Oh, neither do I. I simply stated a fact. Do you know how many Sith there are in Dresde?
12. No, wait, 13.
Enough to crush this fool! Let's do it, Lasho.
Let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Don't you know who I am? I'm Darth Revan. Okay, so 2 Mandalorians are out in the woods.
Go on.
One of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing, and his eyes are glazed. The other Mandalorian takes out his communicator and contacts his commander.
I've heard this one before. I think...
Quiet!
He gasps, "My partner has collapsed. I don't know what to do." After a moment, the commander responds, "Calm down, I can help."
And then?
First, let's make sure your partner is dead. Oh, first make sure your partner is dead. There's a silence. Then a blaster shot is heard. Back on the communicator. Okay, now what?
Ha! Too funny.
Good one!
Yes, I suppose that wasn't too bad. All right then, my friend. You've done as you were asked. Perhaps we will meet again.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Don't give me dark side points for that. All right, Jesus. Fuck, that was great. Who would have thought? Alright, you're not a cantina. The canteen is down here. Yo, what's up, shifty looking citizen? I saw you disembarking earlier. Who wants to know? My name's Lurs. It's not important. I don't know you, and you don't know me. What's important is that we've been waiting for the shipment for a month now. Anyway, hand it over and let's finish this. Hand over what? What are you talking about? Look, I don't want any trouble, okay? I'm not here to give any trouble. The people I represent and Davik had an arrangement. I just want to know what the status of it is. Davik's dead. I'm sure we could work. Davik's dead, I presume. I'm sure we could work it out. Fair enough. To be honest, I don't really care what happens to Davik or how you got his ship. I'm interested in something else. Several Krillin spice press Davik on board. I suspect if it is, there we get him locked requiring a code. Might you have such a thing? I may have. How much is it worth to you? 1,000 credits, and perhaps more if you're interested. What do you say to that? I could take a look for it. Set the code on the container to Red 47. When you get the spice, bring it to me here. I'll wait for you. Oh, fun.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why'd you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing? I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is this a comment about my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny
like a hurricane. Is that what you see around me too?
Well, it's not so much a hurricane as a slight breeze. But that doesn't mean anything. Destiny is sometimes in the eye of the beholder. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
There's some kind of hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall.
We're talking about Andor.
Myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty...
I've never heard of the Dimians.
A nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something
knee slapper
on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you.
Well, now that's the ingratitude of youth. I relate an exciting tale, and do I get thanked for it? No, it's all me. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Jesus. Okay. Rodian. Pilot. Oh, this guy. No, you're fucking... Goodbye. I am Mika Doran, manager. Is there something owner of the is always talking to stay? You said you sell special items. Yes, to the right buyer. Traditionally, the owner of the Ebon Hawk has been the contact for all my transactions, but in the past, the owner was always affiliated with the exchange. That's why Zaogrom did not approach you earlier. We did not know who you were or what if you wanted business with us. Of course, that has all changed now, Lord Revan. What kind of things do you have for sale? Yes, right to business. I carry only the rarest items. Expensive, yes, but worth every credit. Weapons, armor, equipment, I carry a little of everything. Previous owner of the Ebon Hawk would often resell the items they purchased, but in your case, I imagine you might find more than a few of them useful against your old apprentice. What's your premium items? Yes, of course. I'm sure you'll find my selection very interesting. Wow, I could not be less interested. I'm just kidding. Regeneration. Whoa. You know what? I feel like it's time that we got that. I'm going to get that. And then we're just going to sell some. I have 99 med packs. I don't think anyone's using, like, half of this fucking shit. I don't think I'm going to use these. Whoa, look at that. Big damage, big damage. Oh, I just sold a Mandalorian blaster, didn't I? That's okay. Yeah, I feel like I haven't been using a lot of the stimulants, but so I remember Korriban being the hardest planet, and if there's a time when I'm going to use it, it's probably going to be now.
What do you want?
I'll be on my way.
All right.
Goodbye.
I've had 2 friends killed by the Sith.
What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm trying to get into the Sith Academy. Around here they call us hopefuls.
What do you think your chances are?
I thought they were good, but I've been here for days now and I haven't drawn any attention at all. I suppose that might be good. I don't know. Some of the attention the Sith have shown to other hopefuls has been pretty deadly.
Deadly. I'll be on my way.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's see if we can just like walk on in. You know what I'm saying? Hey boys, I've got 2 lightsabers. That's like 2 more for you. You know what I'm saying? Let me in. I got a quest. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hey yo, what up? Oh, it's only for again.
You are neither a Sith nor do you bear the medallion.
Oh, okay. I'll be going.
On your way.
On your way, civilian. Get out of my way.
Leave me be, can't you?
Are you one from the Sith Academy?
Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense of perception.
Look, I just asked you a question, not to be rude.
Death, however, since I asked you to leave.
Can I ask you some questions?
No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson.
Oh, bummer. What's going on, guys? I had to stand at attention. Don't distract me. Fine, I'll leave you to it.
You'll get your turn soon enough, fool. And when you do, I will be there, laughing as you collapse from heat exhaustion and Mikkel's beatings.
Okay.
Please, don't hurt me.
Alright, how do we get to the next level of this?
Leave me be.
Okay.
Good.
Trying to get... There's got to be a good way to get in here, you know what I'm saying? I feel like in my subsequent Dark Side playthrough, this is going to be way easier because I'm just going to be able to be like, whatever, fuck these dudes, let's kill them.
What do you want?
Can I ask some questions?
Not much I could tell you. Unless...
No.
There are people who come here all the time to get into the Sith Academy. I'm one of them.
How does someone get into the Sith Academy?
I wish I knew, to tell you the truth. You have to impress one of the Sith, I guess. Either way, it's Yuthura Bon who makes the final decision. She's a Twi'lek Sith Master, I hear. Very high rank. She's the one who decides which hopefuls make it in and which ones don't.
Where is...
I really couldn't say. I hear that sometimes she comes out into the colony to drink at the cantina, though. But I guess she could be anywhere.
I'll be on my way.
Goodbye.
Oh shit, look who it is. Yuthura Ban.
Is there something you need, Jedi? Make it good, for I have little patience.
Can I ask some questions?
I am sure there are plenty of others who would answer your questions. I am quite busy, so if there's nothing else... I am. Obviously, you have been told of me. Is it your desire, then, to train at the Academy? Do you wish to become a Sith human?
That's exactly why I'm here. Let me join you.
Ah, so you are just another hopeful after all. Or are you? There is something about you that I cannot place. Obviously, you are a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? Did they train you?
Yes, but only very little. No, I don't know. I'm not a Jedi. Lightsaber on.
As I thought. How interesting that they would let one with such power out of their grasp. Or are you here to spy on us? For all the good it would do. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you?
Yes, it does. I wish to become a Sith.
Ah, good. Exactly the sort of answer I was hoping for. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
They are slaves. Don't worry about them.
My hearing's not so good. I'm just pleased my nice master doesn't beat me so much anymore. Yes, sir.
There's something odd about this servant of yours. No matter. Make sure they don't disturb your training or cause trouble. You are responsible for them. Now, are you ready to go to the Academy?
Yes, I am.
Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
Oh, I should have said no. Shit. I wasn't ready. I wanted to save.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Yuthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
Promising? That one's not worthy to lick spit off your shoes, Master.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with?
I've just forgotten. A power to be reckoned with.
A diplomatic answer, if not the core of the matter. Our power is obvious. The question in truth goes much deeper than the surface. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not? We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
I dare.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always
And Shardan.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last.
Boy.
And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak?
I'm ready to learn more.
Are you? I can see into your heart, young human, and I see the dark kernel that is there. If it is ready to sprout, remains to be seen. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again. If you survive. My pupil, Yuthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Sick.